This is Travels and Events TV on YouTube. And my name is Rabiu Adishino. And this is where we talk about events, about traveling, about tourism, about relocating abroad, telling you and bringing you reliable informations that has to do, that will make it easier for you to process your relocation abroad. And today we're looking at Australia. I've heard so many presentations about Australia, but please be rest assured that we're going to talk about it today, and I'm going to be bringing you reliable information. Like they say, that information is power. So all you need to know about Australia to relocate to Australia using a particular route, I'm going to tell you today. Like I said, my name is Rabbi Addition, and you are on Travels and Events TV. And without wasting much of our time, we won't even waste time at all. I beg your pardon. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly do so now so that each time I upload unique content, you'll be the first person to get notified. And don't forget to set the notification bell on. And also, please like my video, make your comment. You have any question for me, put it under the comment section, and together we'll get it easy in this 2023. Welcome back again. Let's go straight to the point. Today is about Australia. Australia. I've heard so many complaints about Australia. It's too far. People will complain it's too far. It has a whole lot of animals. Animals will walking into your house, this and that. But all I know is that Australia is a beautiful country on the surface of the earth, and it's a place where it's a green pasture. Let me put it that way. For those who are searching for green pasture, nowhere is far. Australia is doing really, really well uh, as far as economy is concerned. Contributing their own quota to the improvement of economy around the world. Now, there are so many opportunities you can take. The schooling to study in Australia is there. You want to go for travel, for tourism, vacation is there. But today we are particular about this route called the sponsorship route, using two pathways. And let me quickly explain. You can use two pathways through this career and skill sponsorship route. The first one is a temporary one, and the second one is a permanent one. The permanent one is will allow you to stay or resident in Australia for 10 years with your work permit, and you're on your way becoming a citizen soon. But we'll be deliberating much on the other pathway, which is the temporary pathway, and this afford you a 4-year plan, a 4-year lifespan, residency plan in Australia. So it means you could use up to 4 years, work up to 4 years, stay there up to 4 years, and that will count towards your settlement plan. That's a beautiful news. It would count towards your settlement plan. And after the 4 years, after the expiration of the temporary pathway, you can stay there. Look for means to stay there for another maybe 1 or 2 years. Then you file in, you know, for your permanent residency, and you're on your way becoming a citizen. So without wasting more time, let me take you through the process, how to apply, what to do, the steps to take, the benefits, and I hope at the end of the day I'll be able to convince you and not confuse you that uh, you can choose, you can make Australia your choice. I know many people want to go to US, many people want to go to UK, many people want to go to Canada, many people want to go to Europe, but Australia, I bet with you is a green pasture, is a great place to go. And now I told you that I will be talking about the temporary pathway, which afford you to live up to 4 years, working in Canada, earning your living and doing really, really well. And the other name that uh, this particular pathway is called is known as 482, 482 visa. That is what they call it. But all of these, it's a sponsorship visa. It is a sponsorship visa. What this means is that, because many people have been asking me what is sponsorship visa, it means that you are sponsored, to come to Canada as a foreigner to work, because particularly there are shortage of workers, skilled and professionals, a penultimate to the era of COVID-19. It affected so many Western countries, and Australia is one of them. So they want to normalize the economy, and they are in search for labor. And that is why we're talking about it to you. And good news is that they accept and they welcome foreigners. And you might be foreigner, you might be one of them. If you are not a foreigner, I know if you're an Australia citizen, you don't need this video. But if you're not, and Australia is your choice, or you've been dreaming about Australia, let's check through this pathway. It might be useful for you. And I need to tell you this too. I am in no way, an immigration officer. I don't look like one. I am not a legal advisor. I am just a content creator that's deep goes deep into research and find a way out to make things easy for our people, bring you information that you can work on. So even after this, you still have your own assignments to do. Go online, but we'll tell you we'll give you the direction. We'll tell you where to go, the website, the official website, so that you don't stumble on scammers and fraud. You don't get frauded. So if you are ready, let's go. So this temporary pathway that I'm talking about is also known as 482 visa. It affords you to work in Australia, pardon me, for 4 years. You can bring in your dependents, your children, your husband, or your wife. That is one of the benefits of this. But let me tell you, part of the requirement that you need is you need to have IELTS. Don't be bamboozled into some other YouTubers or some other people telling you that you don't need it. You could make an exemption or find another one, health exams to do. No, that is not the truth. The truth. You need IELTS, test of English. You need it. So there is no way to be beating around the bush, looking for shortcuts where there is none. Please, to allow this to be a walkover for you, every of their requirements, you have to meet it. You have to meet their requirements. IELTS is one of them. You have your passport, and you have your other travel itineraries, and they will ask you some of the time that, do you have, depending on the kind of profession or skill job you are searching for, the opportunities you want. If you want to, you're looking to do, like, for example, a carer job will require you to do a test, the health test. And that is not in any way an exemption to IELTS. So you will do a test of English. All of this you have to know. Once you pass your English, you have a good threshold on your IELTS, then your passport is there. Then it depends on the job you're looking for. Immigration all over the world, their requirements varies, but if it has to do with career, international career, crossing border to go and work, then they are the same. So IELTS is basic. It's most important. Then your passport, like I mentioned, you have to do some tests. Some companies, some of your employers will require you to do some tests. So I will take you through all of this so that you don't get confused. What you need to put together as a document when you are ready to apply at the embassy. So way forward. This is a deliberate plan by Australia government to bring in foreigners, to cushion the space where there is space vacant, to fill in. So they want foreigners to come and fill in those spaces, and you can switch from permanent visa after the expiration of the you can switch to permanent visa after the expiration of the temporary visa. Unlike the UK visa, I mean, this is the good news. This is 4 years. The temporary visas is 4 years. But unlike UK's, which is, I think, 18 months, yes, 1 year and 1 year and a half for UK. So this is far, far, far a great deal. And you cannot afford to equate this with study. Study is good if you know that you want to further your education, but study anywhere does not count towards your resident settlement. Go and ask anywhere. This is a reliable information. When you go to study abroad, it doesn't count towards your study, I mean, your settlement. But career job sponsorship visa will count towards your settlement. It means that once you step your leg into the border of internal border of Australia, you start minusing the day you're living there. And if you live 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, it's counting towards your settlement. Unlike schooling, when you go for study, until you start a work that will give you a sponsorship, that is when you start counting towards your settlement. So that's by the side. And I mentioned one of the benefits of studying, I mean, to go to Australia is you can still study while you are working. Just like when you go for study, you can work. But this is vice versa, opposite direction now. You went to work, now you can study. It affords you to study. And like I said, you can also bring your dependents, your wife, if you're married, your children along. And you could also, you could also travel to your home country and return for holidays. So all of these are there for you to enjoy. Now, let's go straight to the skill worker where you can, because the first thing you need to do is to seek job. It's not the Australia government that will give you the opportunity to seek for job. You need to seek for job by yourself. So there are opportunities to go. And one of the websites, I'll put it under the description section after this live video. But before that, I will mention it. And the most likely official website that you can get anywhere, reliable website, is immigration.homeaffairs.gov.au. But it is shortened. When you want to write it, just write imi.homeaffairs.gov.au. That is IMMI dot HOMEAFFAIRS dot gov.au. You can rewind. I won't bother to mention it twice. You can rewind this video so that you can get it. You can slow it, you can pause it so that you get it. But let me quickly go over it again. imi.homeaffairs.gov.au. imi.homeaffairs.gov.au. On this website, this is where the Australia website, official website, is where you can apply. But before that, you need to seek for a job first. And so you don't need to go there now. The first step is to seek for a job. And the place to go is seek.com, as simple as that. You're seeking for a job. Is seek, not when you are sick and you have fever. No. Seek, SEEK.com.au. That is where you go for opportunities. And there is another, but I would advise my own audience, to go to au.indeed.com. This mostly you'll find a sponsorship visa for foreigners on this website, au.indeed.com. That is AU, that is a short acronym for Australia, au.indeed, which is INDEED.com, au.indeed.com. So this is where I prefer and I advise my audience to visit for jobs. And there are categories of jobs on this website, and this is where you have the visa sponsorship corner. Most of the jobs on au.indeed.com is all about sponsorship. And when you hear sponsorship, it means it's meant for a foreigner, but any job that does not have sponsorship is not meant for foreigners. That is the way it works. And the category of jobs you find here, first of all, you find casual jobs. So you have to be very, very calm. You have to be patient. You have to look through so that you don't get confused. So this information will help you to scan to speed you up so that it can be a walkover for you. And after this video, you do your own assignment. You need to do your own assignment because I encourage people to apply by themselves without even having to go through people that are called travel agents. So the first thing, you'll find casual jobs, you'll find permanent jobs, you'll find overtime jobs, you'll find full-time job, you'll find part-time jobs. But I beg with you, search for full-time or permanent jobs. Most of these casual jobs are meant for those people that are there already, or for other neighboring countries that maybe they can take train to get into Australia. That is the sense behind this. Many people will not tell you this. For an employer to invest in your sponsorship to bring you into the country, it means you're coming from far. So, and also it will be a walkover for you if you find out the relationship between your country and Australia. If your country have a strong ties with Australia, that may be an added advantage for you, but that's by the side. So having looked through, when you're on this au.indeed.com, you have scanned through the jobs and you find some jobs that fall within the casual, the permanent jobs, the overtime. Please go for the full-time job or permanent jobs category. So, and once you are there, you may need to create a profile because you may not be able to apply on Indeed. Indeed is just like an agent for Australia employers, so that you can relate. Employers and employee can relate on that side. So you need to create a profile on au.indeed.com before you can successfully forward your process application to the company or employer that is willing to employ you. So they will request that you sign up or you create a profile. And once you do, you're just going to do that with your email. And once you do that, they will ratify you. Then you immediately you see you are done doing that. You will see a link that will tell you to click to apply on the website. You will click that link so that it will afford you an opportunity to apply on the website. And once that is done, it will take you to the website to apply, and you can apply there, and you will search through. Once you see all of these jobs that you think it's for you, or you have the experience in, then you apply. Then they have their requirements there. Read it through, check through, and once you see the one that you think it's fit for you to apply, then you apply. Then you hear back from them. Once you hear back from them and they give you a green light, a positive sign that they are employing you, then they will send you a document that will back this up, which you put together with all other documents. Then you are ready to go and apply to Australia immigration. Then that is when you now need to go back to where we call the imi.homeaffairs.au.gov, like I mentioned earlier on, the imi.homeaffairs.au.gov. And it is very simple, it is very clear. You just click visa processing application, then you find where the home office is in your country, then you start your visa processing. And because you have a job letter offer that has been given to you by your employer already, you match all the documents together and you use it to apply. As simple as that. Most of the time, Australia will not deny you because you have a job offer, and there is a program for that already to migrate you or to relocate you from your country into their country. and it's as easy as ABC. I guess you find this video interesting. Please, like I mentioned earlier, this is this information is reliable as far as my research is concerned, and you are free, you are at liberty to do your own research and find out about the process that will be easier for you to take. My name is Rabbi Adeshino. Again, thank you for your time. And until I come your way again with beautiful content like this, remain blessed. Check through. You are at liberty to migrate through my channel. Check for videos, interesting videos, and please give me a thumb up. I would love it. Thank you for your time again, and bye for now. See you some other time. Remain blessed. Yay.